Welcome everybody. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome in. What's up, Bear? What's up, Zool? How y'all doing? We are here in GSL Bracket A for the Banshee Cup qualifier. Mr. Ban, that is enough. Let's just chill out. So, the way this is going to work, there are two, there's the GSL stage. There's Group A and Group B. Obviously, we're doing Group A today. Tomorrow is going to be Group B. And then next weekend will be the actual playoff bracket. That'll be best of fives. But this weekend, it's all best of threes. We've got 5 best of threes today, 5 best of threes tomorrow. So we got 10 amazing games coming at you. This is the Banshee Cup playoffs, or the GSL bracket, as I mentioned. So there will be 2 teams out of each bracket that qualify into the playoffs, which then, as I said, next weekend it's double elimination bracket. You can use exclamation bracket to check this out. Should get you over to the Wikipedia page. You can just scroll down to the bottom. Banshee Cup uses the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. There are these bounties as well. So there are bounties like play and win with Butcher, play and win with Nova, play and win with Twin Blades Varian. You draft an all-alliance team. Now, that does not mean that you can use skins. It has to be alliance characters. So, like Greymane, Anduin, Varian, Jaina, someone else. But you can't, like, if you wanted to do a horde team, you couldn't do the Johanna Orc skin. Like, that doesn't count. We talked about that last weekend. So those are the bounties. We'll talk about those throughout the day. We'll see if we can catch any of the bounties throughout the day. But there's a bunch of them. No healer team, Juice Pirates, triple healer team, all Diablo team, all StarCraft, all Overwatch, all Horde, all Alliance, Abathur, Monstrosity, Twin Blades Varian, Kil'Thuzad. And the individual healers are just pick and win with this character. So obviously, you gotta pick Abathur, but use Monstrosity. Pick Varian, use Twin Blades. Otherwise, Kil'Thuzad, Valera, Probius, Murky, Gaslo, Asmodean, Nova, Cho'Gall, and Butcher. So those are the bounties that they're going to be doing. So as I said, we'll keep our eyes out for those. Last but not least, as we are getting through our draft here for Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 1 with Space Goose on the left and the Abusive support Harassment on the right. This is, as I mentioned, the best of 3. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube channel. And of course, on the YouTube side of things, all VODs have spoiler-free additional time added. So all best of 3s, all games through the GSL portion of this bracket will be an hour and a half, regardless of the amount of time played. Johanna, Ando, and Junkrat on the right-hand side. So maybe they should have done an all-blonde composition. Could have done that. Missed opportunity. What's up, Spontaneous? How you doing, Rob Paris? Rob, you guys missed a beautiful opportunity. All blonde team. Look at this. All blonde team. You actually, there's a great opportunity. So, a Tomb of the Spider Queen map number 1. I will say this, like, as much as I joke around and stuff, this is actually a really good composition for an Asmodean. Like, if they wanted to do, I don't know exactly, do they have to claim the bounties or just do the bounties? That's the only thing I'm unsure about. Not sure if the players need to be like, we are going to do this. But this is a really good setup for an Asmodean. Tomb of the Spider Queen is a really good map for Asmodean. He works really well because of his scaling through the double soak. Junkrat's got good wave clear. Johanna Condemn. The push potential's pretty good, and I think it could work out. Now, we'll see what's going to happen, because bounties, of course, are... You got to win with them as well. So, you are taking a little bit of a risk, because you could just win the games and get towards the playoffs, and then maybe do bounties in the playoffs, where you're guaranteed more money. Oh, okay, after the game? Okay, cool. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to do it beforehand, because then, yeah, it's kind of announcing it. Alright, no Asmodean. Yeah, I was gonna say the Kerrigan. So they're just gonna go for a standard composition. Nothing too flashy, nothing really of major note. Left-hand side, it's StarCraft, Overwatch, Diablo, so there's no... there's no bounties right there. And Deathwing is not a bounty. But either way, not a bad draft from either side to start things out for Tomb of the Spider Queen. The Deathwing is a nice adaptation because there's not a whole lot to deal with him. It's not like there's an Entomb Leoric because he's banned away. The CC from Kerrigan, he can just eat some of those combos. So I like this Deathwing last pick. I think it could work out pretty well for them. Let's go ahead and jump on into the game, and we'll, of course, do as we always do, start up a prediction for all you wonderful humans at home. So if they have multiple choices in their comp they pick, they can get to. Oh, okay. You guys should have like a super cheap bounty, a super duper cheap bounty, like $5 to trigger the map to save Harrison Jones and stuff. That's what you guys need. Need like a $5 bounty to free Harrison Jones. Granted, then you wouldn't be able to really confirm who did it because it'd be a mad rush to click on it. It's not like it's not like there's like a red team or a blue team sort of fanfare around it. Alrighty. Load it on in. Map number 1 of the day. On the left-hand side, looking at Space Goofs, we are going to be having a Plioterial, X-Ray on your Balfurion, Yasu Deathwing, Dobby Hanzo, and Dayquaza will be your Blaze. Fight me, coward. On the right-hand side, we have the Abusive support Harassment, I do believe. Bish will be playing the Kerrigan. We've got Mayon Dahaka. My Tri will be your Johanna. Hopaka to play this Junkrat, and Ren will round out the team on Anduin. Nice Mountain Skinnergy right there. All right, well, level 1s are at the bottom of your screen. We'll go ahead and leave these up for a few moments while we get our prediction up and available. It should be popping up about 1 minute in-game time. So until then, take a look and see what we got. Ooh, we got an Enduring Swarm Dahaka, picking up that spell armor. But also, you're going to be increasing the Dark Swarm duration by 0.5 seconds. So it's a little... We might see a W build Dahaka here. Like, pick up Hero Stalker at 4, and then go for Symbiosis at 7. And you get this cooldown reduction, and yeah, it's a nice combo. We'll see how it all works out here, as we are going to have Dayquaza in bottom lane, threatened by this Kerrigan, but that's going to be as much as she's able to achieve. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get the gamble going right now. 2 minutes to get that gamble in, as Blaze lands a Jet Propulsion onto Dahaka, who burrows under the ground. Hanzo trying to chase in 5 stacks on a simple geometry as he picks up a few more in this corridor, with Yasu on the Deathwing lunging inward on the onslaught. And meanwhile, in the top lane, Johanna's going to continue soaking things up for the allied team. Not the fastest clear, but hey, it's still soak. You got the gems on your tank. What's up, Skullfy? Good morning. What's up, Random? Now, 5k on Space Goofs, as Dahaka invades bottom. He lands the drag onto Hanzo, immediately hit by a Jet Propulsion. But the fight does continue around this, as Divine Stars are being thrown out by Anduin. Point being contested over the Siege Giants right now. Concussion Mine goes out, but it can't really push Deathwing around since he's unCCable. That's going to be a nice Jet Propulsion into an Onslaught. Tyrael gets the last hit, and that's first blood over to the side of Space Goofs. All right, 5k to 500. Hey, we got odds, and that's what I like to see. Thank you, chat. Tyrael pressures a little bit of bottom lane, but he's not going to be taken down. He gets his health bar dropped down, as Dobby on the Hanzo mid lane continues to soak things out. Level 4 is here, so Sharpen Blades Kerrigan. It is going to be that Hero Stalker for the Dahaka, so we'll probably see Symbiosis level 7. And Dahaka's going to just try and live on top of enemy heroes with that 1, 4, and 7 combination. Concussion Mine pressuring onto X-Ray, but that's really all it does. Yasu with the flank onto Deathwing jumps onto the backline, trying to find some sort of damage, some sort of kill. The onslaught in, the incinerate, and the I can't believe it.
Double kill.
Nicely done, Yasu. An amazing Deathwing right here. Onslaught into incinerate, beautifully done. We don't see many destroyer form Deathwings. It's usually World Breaker. So it's nice to be seeing. We have this World Breaker Destroyer build. So Destroyer heals Deathwing for 75% of damage dealt to heroes after hitting enemy hero with Incinerate. That's that big AoE sort of wing buffet. Deathwing deals 15 damage per second to all nearby enemies for the next 8 seconds, stacks up to 4 times, as Malfurion will be picked off in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Yasu was not able to find a kill for the team, but no, it's just going to be rotation still had, double soaks being achieved, gems being picked up by both sides. Turn availability does exist for both. Actually, turn availability is going to be off of the next wave from both of these teams. Very, very close here. And also, what's also close is going to be that 7 talent here. Tyrael in mid lane seems to be doing fine. Yeah, he's probably got no Druin's Might right out of there. Hanzo trying to poke out here and there. There's that symbiosis, as I said before. Every time Dark Swarm damaged an enemy here, reduce its cooldown by 0.4 seconds. And keep in mind, you've increased the duration by 0.5, and every time your Dark Swarm is hitting an enemy hero, you're getting Essence. So this is a really nice sustainability build. This is really nice sustain for the Dahaka. So he lands the drag onto Dequaz in bottom lane, but Junkrat's able to poke a few frag launcher grenades into that. Fight does start out in bottom, though. Drag attempted by Dahaka. Chattering Teeth will connect onto Tyrael. Deathwing Cataclysm's in. Looking for something here. Hopaka and Ren are getting a little bit low, but Yasuo is he a little far forward from the rest of the allies. The scatter from Dalby does not connect, and Hanzo can't confirm a kill into the Yanduin. Nice heals from Ren continually coming out. Dahaka Essence providing great sustainability. As turn-in, as I mentioned, is available for both sides. Bottom lane being denied for the time being. Dahaka's going to brush talk up towards the top. He's got 19 gems, and that's enough for a turn-in. But Deathwing should have the interrupt. Oh, not in time. Not in time. First Webweaver phase will go over to the side of Abusive support Harassment as Blaze in bottom lane. He's going to be slowly delayed getting back to his fort front gate. He'll get hit with a Chastise, and that's it. Over in top lane, though, Dahaka, does he have enough essence? Wait, hold on. Kerrigan tries to turn things around, but the assimilation shields are not enough, and she goes down to Hanzo's arrows. Dahaka's able to pick up the gems. Kerrigan's back up in 13 seconds, and Deathwing Molten Flames the wave. And Dahaka's got to be a little careful here. He's actually got 20 essence right now, so he can pop that and heal up a bit, but Deathwing will win that 1v1, and I think Deathwing's going to try and take down the Dahaka. The drag is being attempted. The Dark Swarm is providing some extra essence. Actually, it didn't give him much more, as Deathwing's around 400, 500 HP. I know there's a little bit of siege in bottom lane, but I was wondering, hoping that we would see some sort of good aggression from Dahaka. Actually, Bish is up here, showing in the wave. Can't jump onto Deathwing for enough damage. What's up, Devastated? Good to see you today, bud. Happy Saturday to you. Dahaka brush-stalked out, or excuse me, Hearth out. He says brush-stalk up and available. 10 talent here first for the side of our blue squad, but not too far behind on the side of avoiding Abusive support Harassment. Sanctification, Bellowing Roar, Hanzo Dragon Arrow, Blaze Bunker, Malfurion is holding. We've got a DC potentially here. Not sure what the pause is about, but either way, how's it going, everyone? The sun has started to rise. 6:45 in the morning. The readies are already being requested, and we're back into it. Might have been a mouse issue, might have been a small bit of lag. Either way, it looks like the players are alrighty with it, and we're back into the game. 70 gems in the pockets of Space Goofs currently, as they already have 30 turned in. So this is back-to-back turn-in realm. They just got to be able to get those gems turned in, as I mentioned. Big silence from Malfurion, by the way, at level 10. He's gonna go for the Tranquility. Nope, Twilight Dream. Hanzo 1 scatter arrow off from finishing out his level 1. Gems are starting to get close for another turn-in for Abusive support Harassment, though. Currently have, Oh, they need 6 more? Something like that? Some math like that. Dahaka pops his essence here in the mid lane. Deathwing trying to find a potential kill. And can't find the dinosaur here. It will be a turn-in from Dequaza, so here come the blue Webweavers. Dahaka, no Lurker Strain, gets the Leap of Faith from Anduin as the Dragon's Arrow goes wide of the enemy. Chastise from Anduin connecting onto 1, but it's not going to do much as the mid lane wave is cleared out quite quickly here. Alright, blue Webweavers descending into lane. How much siege can they achieve is really what we got to find out. Blessed Shield ripped into the face, Chastise, Light Bomb. Tyrael didn't even get to play the game right there. Tyrael was literally trying to just hit Sanctification in time, but the CC train all aboard Tyrael. As he is going to be heading to the Hall of Storms for the next 13 seconds. as Blaze Jet Propulsion in bottom lane. Oh, there's Malfurion Root as well as threatening the Dahaka. He does pop some Essence, I do believe. Keep checking. Yeah, he did use his Essence right there. Riptire from Junkrat to clear out the bottom lane wave. This also zones back the enemy quite effectively. Oop, wrong button. Kerrigan manages top lane. 57 stacks on her Sharpened Blades and Rising. Bottom lane fort will go down, and that's the first structure of the game to be taken out. Fortitude and kills. 13 talent here faster to the side of Space Goofs, as they have slowly been eking out a lead here. It hasn't been anything fast, and it hasn't been like a big disparity between the two teams, but slowly but surely, Space Goofs are eking out this lead. They took down the structure. They got mid fort down. They've got well, they've got back-to-back turn-in, but I don't think they'll get it in time. I think this will be interrupted. Sorry, not interrupted. It'll be turned in before. Oh, hold on. Tyrael. He is going to be taken down. Looks like Sanctification got put on a 10-second cooldown or something. Kerrigan is able to pop the Chrysalis. Not sure if Tyrael got some death timer reduction off of that. But the red Web Weavers will be the ones that actually get summoned here. Ultralisk summoned by the Kerrigan. Bish trying to wiggle their way away from Deathwing, and the scatters from Hanzo and stuff. Drops the Impale on the way out and is able to back away. The Twin Flames not able to kiss Kerrigan right there as Dahaka taps the bush. He activates his Essence. Riptire going out from Junkrat. Not sure if it would take down Yasuo there. Not going to go fishing for a Deathwing and just looking to push onto this mid lane wave. And that victory, that slow eke out that Space Goofs were achieving here seems to have completely dwindled and has disappeared. Space Goofs coast to coast. Oh, man. What a good TV show. Dahaka pops his... Oh, he went adaptation. Ah, yes. Dahaka baits the Deathwing into thinking that there's a kill into Dahaka. Leap of Fate. Tyrael rushes in, picks up a few of the gems that were dropped by Deathwing, but not all of them. Kerrigan goes in for the combo, looking for some decent damage into the Tyrael, and it's going to be Johanna stepping in, so the Sanctification is activated by Tyrael. Now it's my try in the rough spot, and Johanna's the one to get picked off, as we do have the Web Weaver phase ending, but Dahaka comes back in with a drag. Hanzo Arrow gonna go wide. Kerrigan with the Ultralisk in the combo. Light Bomb into 3. That's humongous. Blaze activates his bunker. X-Ray's inside, but I think this Malfurion is not going to be able to make it out alive. Actually, he is fine. Holy crap, the Tyrael speed is perfect. The Tyrael speed saves. Nicely done. No kill to be achieved by the side of Abusive support Harassment. Excuse me. A little morning allergies, so managing our best managing that the best we can. So 6-4 in our kills. 16 talent here almost here on both sides. No boss to be grabbed by either team. And Johanna just steps into mid for a easy clear. Well, Deathwing's actually not making that easy. Bless Shield is going to be activated onto Blaze in the bottom of our screen. He's not able to summon a bunker in time as he is taken down. Nicely done. Another pick for the side of Abusive support Harassment. Dahaka is looking for a drag target, but he's going to run into a Yasuo. And the most he can do is hit the Deathwing with the tongue and deal damage. Junkrat in top lane makes quick work of the wave. 20, 30. They're pretty close to a turn in here. They actually need 2 gems off of a wave, I do believe, from mid or something. Yeah. Looks like Dahaka will pick this up in bottom lane, also pressuring onto Yasuo. We didn't really look at the late game Dahaka build. It is Primal Swarm and Tunneling Claws, so did go for the armor reduction, which works out well with the 1, 4, and 7 sort of talent since you want to be on top of that enemy hero already. And the Tunneling Claws just give you that movement speed. Disengage, engage. Nice little safety feature right there. Could have gone for Elongated Tongue, but without cooldown reduction, it's like, why not have the safety or even the chaseability of the Tunneling Claws? Young King, thanks for the follow. Glad you're enjoying the content, bud. Welcome to the community. My trying to get the turn in. Only 6 gems are necessary on the right-hand side. 24 and more. Wait, that's not right, math. That's not right, math. It's like 19 gems are needed on the side of Space Goofs, but X-Ray gets inside the bunker at the last second. Is it enough to be able to survive this time? Dahaka chases into the backline with those tunneling claws, as I had mentioned. Hanzo Dragon Arrow will connect. Blaze Jet Propulsion. Excuse me, Blaze is going to be displaced by Junkrat Concussion Mine. Huge Silencer Mouth. No, it's not even the Silencer Malfurion was on a 10-second cooldown. Blaze is the one to go down. Ren is going to be picked off by the Deathwing with his Molten Flame. But I do believe, okay, Kerrigan activates Chrysalis. Deathwing's the one to go down. Concussion Mine as Hanzo gets taken out over the wall. And the turn-in. Well, it still is available through Tyrael, but that's a lot of gems going to the wayside, as boss is probably going to be called with a turn-in on top of that. Boss plus Web Weavers, 14.5 minutes in, and the question is... No one freed Harrison Jones. He's still just chilling. He's still just chilling. By the way, if you don't know, left click on this gem many times. This gem right here, you left click on that gem, and that's your little Easter egg of Tomb of the Spider Queen. But we continue with the siege in top, taking down the top lane fort. We have got a Dahaka pressuring. Yeah, he's going to meander his way down to bottom lane. It looks like he's going to play the macro aspect. We do have, I'm assuming he's got Brush Stock up and available, and he could jump up here into this bush behind the allies and bolster this siege. But as I mentioned, it is boss plus Webweaver and a decent wave here already. This top lane keep should go down. Deathwing Molten Flame is doing some decent damage. He's got the Wicked Inferno and the Conflagration 13-16 synergies. The Riptire from the Junkrat, big bellowing roar from Deathwing, Sanctification activated by the Tyrael. Now the Riptire is going to be spent. Dahaka activates his adaptation, sorry. There's the Silencer Malfurion. Bunker activated by Blaze as well. Chastise, Leap of Faith, a lot being utilized to back off here and avoiding, abusive support harassment are able to disengage. They took down the top lane keep. Webweaver phase has expired. Still a decent amount of gems away, like half the gems needed for a turn-in, but it is going to be 20 talent tier. Got the extra oomph. You've got Radiating Faith, Sonic Shift for Kerrigan, Inner Fire for Anduin, and we actually see the change in survival. Deathwing Cataclysms into the flank of the enemy team. Onslaught's in, looking for Anduin as Kerrigan throws in her Ultralisk. There's a big root from Malfurion, and the Chrysalis from Bish is going to sustain him for now. Opaka in the bush is going to look for the reset off of 3 enemy heroes. Hits the double, so he's got 25 seconds to go or so on that cooldown for Riptire. It's less than that since it's an active cooldown, but either way, Dahaka meanders his way towards the top lane. Johanna able to back off here, or has she? No, she has not. 13 gems will go down the drain. I don't think these will be saved, or at least picked up by Kerrigan. Mid lane fort will go down. Junkrat is able to get the consolation prize of a camp in bottom lane, and the mid fort has fallen. You never knew you could check. Oh, Harrison Jones? Yeah, it's because I have the camera rotation. But also you can see it because the gem's not taken. Dahaka, Tunneling Claws. I think he used his adaptation and the Chains of Survival. That does activate. What is the upgrade on that? Increase the adaptation healing to 200% and the damage received and reduce the cooldown by 40 seconds, which is like, what, 20? Yeah, and this is actually, this is subtractative. The math is actually done in the talent. It doesn't always do that for you when it comes to cooldown reduction stuff. Oh, nice bullseye. Finds the Kerrigan. Tyrael dead for fit. How much HP is on this tower? I'm sorry. 5 HP. A literal 5 HP on that, as Tyrael is not here, but Dahaka, does he have his adaptation? He does get it off in time, and it does trigger. Tyrael is respawned. There's a camp in top lane. Or wave in top lane. He'll make quick work of this. It's going to get some core scratching. Only 5%'s gone off the core. You really like that upgrade when it's main tank Dahaka. I have a vague memory of when adaptation got buffed back in the HGC days, and Caterpillar ran a main tank Dahaka with adaptation on Cursed Hollow in one of their games. I don't remember how it did. I just have a vague memory of Kato literally being really excited about the adaptation changes. Ran it in a game, I believe, as a main tank to Haka, and I don't know how it did. I don't think it did well because I don't think we ever saw it again. Either it didn't do well or it barely won the game, but I don't think it did well enough to like justify having a main tank to Hakas consistently. Now, if you end up in Storm League, sometimes you get teammates who go, I thought Dahaka was our tank. That has happened to me. That's when you gotta make that adaptation. Get it? Get it, chat? Adaptation. Dahaka making an adaptation. Psionic Shift from Kerrigan as she dives in and finds the kill onto Hanzo. Malfurion is gonna answer that with a Tranquility and the Astral Communion level 20 blink in, but it's going to be a Leap of Faith into a Chrysalis. Meanwhile, Dahaka flanks in and is going to now chase down X-Ray. The Web Weavers are still pushing, but I don't think they really care on the side of Abusive Support Harassment. X-Ray is up in the air, and he is, well, up in the Hall of Storms for the next 60 seconds. This is looking like it's game right here. Okay, Kerrigan gets the light bomb, that inner fire. They're landing onto this blaze. All right, this is actually kind of awkward. It's actually kind of awkward right now. Like this doesn't win the game, but it's like why are we wasting so much time on unnecessary things? Like Hanzo's about to respawn, Deathwing in 10 seconds, like there's so much indecisiveness from the side of Abusive Support Harassment and what they actually want to do right now. Like, there was a call to kill Blaze, there was a call to then go on bottom lane keep, now there was a call to go on mid lane keep, now they're going for Blaze once again. This is super duper awkward, man. This is Giga Throw territory. You know, you lose 4 people, the enemy team runs bottom lane. You lose 3 people, and the enemy team runs bottom lane, and you've lost map 1. And Dahaka's about to die, so there's that. Deathwing continuing to slow down the enemy. Kerrigan tries to turn the tables onto Yasu. Light Bomb activated, connects onto Tyrael. Jet Propulsion from Blaze doesn't get a stun. Concussion Mine wiggled away by Dayquaza. 48 seconds still on Dahaka to go here. As the Chastise will lock down Tyrael for a moment, but he chases in with the Eldruin's might. Catapult in top lane has arrived, and it seems like this is going to be a call for boss. Alright. What a interesting game number 1. What an interesting game number 1. What's up, Alpha Star? Happy Saturday to you. Welcome to the stream. No! Look at those oranges! There's so many oranges being thrown at the core! Oh my god. Not like this! Oh wait, there's actually a fight over here. Malfurion's gonna be going down. The boss will still be picked up by the members of Space Goofs. Malfurion, the one picked off in the fight. Adaptation activated by Dahaka. He's gonna be currently fighting the Deathwing on the left-hand side. Sanctification activated by the Tyrael, but that's going to be the Johanna taken down right there. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo confirms that kill. Hanzo will go down. Tyrael picked off as well. Can he get some death timer reduction? He gets like 6 seconds off his death timer right there. It's awkward. It's a really awkward game number 1. Chastise not connecting. Dayquaza, I think if he lands a Jet Propulsion, yeah, with Collision Course, he would actually, I think, kill Anduin right there, but either way, Junkrat's like, I would like to go win the game, please. Dayquaza gets the spray as Ren runs right by. Yeah, that's gonna be it. All right. I thought of Abusive Support Harassment. I thought they threw with that mid lane indecisiveness. Granted, Malfurion's up in 2 seconds. Tyrael in 13, like, and they've scratched the core shielding. Now, there is a wave arriving. It is 22 minutes in. Blaze getting pushed away. Catapults are starting to chunk right now. Riptire from Junkrat. This is really awkward. Okay, he gets the reset. Alright, it looks like that is going to be map number 1 going over the side of Abusive Support Harassment. They tried to throw a second time and they just didn't manage to do so. GG, well played. Not did Zedge. Not to Zedge. Not to Zedge.
Who the hell's that? That's not what's his name, the grad student.
Nah, I graduated. Must be the new one.
New one. That's supposed to be a
Prime sub. Thank you for the Prime Gaming for 6 months. I appreciate that. Thank you for using your Prime here. I didn't even have to go fishing. Welcome back to the Bahamuts. What's up, Lectier? How you doing, bud? Good to see all of you today. Hope you're having a fantastic time. Let's pay out the bet. The Abusive Support Harassment did win Game 1. So big payouts to the believers in them. And now is a good time to remind you that we are going to be getting some ads out of the way before we get into our next map. So if you'd like to subscribe to the stream, it's much appreciated. If you can't, it's understandable. But we're going to roll those ads out right now and get ready for map number 2. Not sure if anyone saw any degradation in the stream, but I dropped my bitrate down to like 700 by accident. Whoopsies. Welcome back, everyone, into the Banshee Cup playoff. I don't think anyone noticed any drop in the stream or any sort of quality. No one said anything, so I assume you were all sleeping as well. You didn't mean to reply with that? Devastated. How could you do this? Devastated, I am devastated for you. You now owe Twitch chat 1 sub. Welcome back. We've got Garden of Terror for map number 2 in our first best of 3 of the day. This is the Banshee Cup playoff bracket A. Well, I guess it's GSL bracket. So essentially there are two GSL brackets. There's A and B. Today we're doing all of A. 2 teams from the GSL A bracket go into the playoffs next weekend. 2 teams from the GSL bracket B, which we're doing tomorrow, will go into the playoffs next weekend. Next weekend is a double elimination bracket. So, yeah. So 2 teams go to the playoffs today, 2 teams eliminated today. Same thing tomorrow. It was the blurriest 1080p stream I watched in a while, but the talk was... Yeah, usually audio isn't affected, but the visual is. What's up, Shakanobashi? Good to see you, bud. What exactly is the difference between 7,000 and 4,000? You did not. So essentially, when you're streaming, to get like the average streamer... when they're doing 1080p 60 frames per second, which is my output, 1080 60 is what we also say, you want to have around 6,000 bit rate. So it's kbps, and that's your upload. So I am uploading 6,000 bits per, like my data transfer is 6,000. So what I have is there's settings in my OBS where I can on the fly adjust that because my upload speed through Spectrum isn't consistent. I should have like a consistent flow of up speed from Spectrum that allows me to upload to Twitch, which then puts out to all of you. So like I stream to the Twitch server essentially, and then that server puts out the data to you guys. It's very simply. I'm sure there's someone who's a network engineer who's like, it's more complex. I'm sure it is, but that's the gist of it. So if I have a lower bit rate, my visuals will typically be there's less data being transferred, so there's less video on your, there's less like pixels being transferred is a good easy way to say it. So if I have 6,000, those pixels, they come through, it's nice and crystal clear. That's why there's also jokes about there's bitrate eaters, like there's Vampire Survivor. Like if you go and watch someone playing Vampire Survivor 20 minutes in, the screen is literally just a blur of pixels. Because that's what's happening is that bitrate is being chunked by the video game visual rendering that has to go out to the stream. So that's why like Armored Core, like I never streamed Armored Core. If I ever play it, it'll be off stream because Armored Core is so much movement, so much rapid visuals that it actually blurs out on a lot of streams. Now, you could have your upload speed set to like 9K, but Twitch has limits. Twitch has limits in how far they put out. Now, that's why a lot of people got super excited during TwitchCon, or at least around TwitchCon, when they announced that multiple streaming, like, restreamability. Because what happens is, so typically, like, I have to put my data out to Twitch, and then that data goes out to your devices. But Twitch was doing this thing where they were basically... they were giving, like, a better sort of net coding or transcoding to different devices to specific streamers. So there was like a beta for that and I signed up. And if you get into that, then you can actually stream at a higher bitrate, which means your visuals, your quality, all of that is going to be nice and clear. So, with our OBS tutorial 1.1 aside, let's get back into Garden of Terror draft. Thank you all so much for listening to my tutorial on how OBS works and bitrate transfers. Now, of course, as I said, this is very surface. Like, I'm not a network engineer. I'm sure I got a couple things wrong. If I got something wrong in the YouTube comments, be sure to comment below. But that's the gist of it. So, and this also affects the VOD as well. So having a good bitrate means that the YouTube VOD will be good as well. Because I download from the from Twitch. I don't record live. I probably should. Record live, but yeah, this is fluctuating quite a bit. We're gonna leave that for now, see how it is. By the way, there is a potential bounty. Could be Twin Blades variant, could be Abathur Monstrosity, could be both. So there is there's these things called bounties, if you did not know, and you have to win with these. So it's Twin Blades variant or Abathur Monstrosity Abathur. Honestly, this draft actually could work with Twin Blades. Like, you could literally, Yrel goes gets camps, Greymane goes and gets camps, Rhaegar jumps in with Varian, or actually Rhaegar and Yrel probably hang out together. Varian solos camps, Abathur throws a hat on people, Monstrosity split pushes. I actually think this could be a game 3, Twin Blades Monstrosity. Yo, Ninja, you're just in time for a slug game. Just like that, you've been summoned. Alrighty, map number 2. Let me get our Twitch prediction pre-written. Alrighty. We'll get our gamble going here in just a moment. Looks like, yep, all right, bitrate's looking good. All that's awesome. Let's get into it. On the right-hand side, we've got Avoiding Same here. Actually, hold on, let's do the left hand. Dobby on the left-hand side for Space Goofs playing the Greymane. X-Ray Rhaegar, Yasu Abathur, Dequazi Yrel, and a Vari to be played by Play. On the right-hand side, it's Abusive Support Harassment, Bish on Genji, Mai Try on the Jaina. We've got a Mai on ETC, Whole Pocket to play the Diablo, and Ren on Tyrande.
4, 3,
all right, chat.
2, 1.
Sentinel, 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 Sentinel. Doesn't hit. Sentinel doesn't hit. I feel like it'll be C-Smash. I think it's going to be Taunt with Lion's Maw level 1. Could still be C-Smash, but I feel like typically with Lion's Maw, it's Taunt. This is going to be a Monstro game, it looks like. Twin Blades or Monstrosity, you choose. Good luck, Twinstrosity. Oh, we're going to find out in 4 levels. As Tyrande throws a Sentinel connecting right there. ETC Diablo, they're looking for Varian. That's a beautiful cleanse from Rhaegar, but it's not going to be enough. Varian gets the hat from Abathur. He's going to try and throw a Q or so back and maybe pick up a stack or 2, but he is going to go down. First blood to the side of Abusive Support Harassment as the Sentinel does not find the Abathur. All right, which team wins Garden of Terror? Get your gambles in. Alrighty. Camp to be grabbed. Easy enough. Varian picking up another stack or so. Devil's due for our Diablo level 1. 4,600 on Abusive Support Harassment. Any Space Goof believers? Where's Ninja? Drop some big bucks on his Abathur. High King's Quest is pretty indicative of Twinner's C-Smash. Yeah, I would absolutely agree. But you could see Lion's Mon C Smash. I absolutely like. I don't think it's like crazy out of the. I mean, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. We got our level 4s right now. It's gonna be Urel and ETC traded in bottom lane. They're talking about it. Varian, they're talking about it. What are you gonna do, Varian? What are you gonna do? You gonna split the sword? You gonna two-hand that bad boy? You gonna grab a shield? What we doing? He grabbed a shield. ETC with the Crowd Surfer level 4. Fun mechanic. Oh, invade onto the camp. And Urel just respawned. Nice invade. Nice steal. Alright, so this is going to be a monstrosity Abathur then? This is the monstrosity bounty, so. Oh, I assume it's the monstrosity bounty. You never know. Abathur could misclick at level 10. Could just go for ultimate evolution. Double Greymane is really good. Double Greymane, fantastic target. Okay, no one grabbing the objective just yet. Level 7 slowly but surely working its way in. Abathur soaking up bottom lane. Varian and Diablo just trading here. ET. Crowd Surfer into the bush and discovers the Greymane. Rhaegar's like right around the corner too. That was kind of funny. They were both in just the opposite bushes. Isn't the attack speed still nice with Greymane? Absolutely it is, yes. Ultimate Evolution is 20% spell and attack speed. And is it 20% movement speed too? That doesn't seem right. Ren is going to be taken down here in mid. We'll take a look at that in a second. I can actually pop up the Abathur talents and we can look at it while we're waiting for things to unfold here. All right, let me take a look really quickly. It's 10% bonus movement speed. It is, yeah. So it's 20/20 spell power and attack damage. It's actually attack damage. Yeah. Anyways, back to the fight. Back to the fight over here. Taunt from Varian lands onto the cow, and it's going to be barbecue for lunch today as we have got ETC going down. Dobby getting low. Bish is going to throw some shurikens back. The healing from Rhaegar is good enough to force the Genji to use the cybernetic agility out. Dobby getting hit with a stun from Tyrande. This is going to be Genji with a swift strike through, but Dobby will not be taken down. Taunt from Varian connecting onto Diablo. It throws a Fire Stomp backwards, and that's going to be the end of that. Alright. Mule for Abathur, level 7. 10 talent tier almost here for both teams, so we'll cycle through those other numbers. As Jaina goes down in bottom lane, we still have not seen a first seed being channeled. Urel jumps to the far side of Hopaka. Varian on the opposing side. Overpower puts Urel into a better position for Diablo to back away, but he's still going to go down, and now Ren is being chased. That's a taunt from Varian onto the Tyrande, and she is dead. Now Genji, can he get some kill into X-Ray? He will get a reset Swift Strike. So they get the Rhaegar kill. Still, nothing on the seed. 1 out of the 4 sappers were cleared out. ETC going to deny the Hearth? No, not in time. Just anchoring in the bush. Sentinel does connect onto the Greymane there. They see the enemy around the objective, and they're like, look, the enemy's Space Goofs, they're closer to 10 than we are, so let's just go ahead and grab camps. But the thing is, Space Goofs are not going for the objective. They're going to go get camps of their own. So 10 talent tier here. We'll see what Varian goes into once we finish out our check of stats. It is Monstrosity! So there's the bounty. Now they have to win with this. Now they have to win with it, and if they do win, Space Goofs gets $50. I believe that is how it works. It is $50 per bounty that is completed. So if Space Goofs wins with Monstrosity, by the way, this was a new UI thing that was added in our most recent patch with the Monstrosity stackage. That's why you're actually seeing that now. For anyone that might be like, why does Monstro have questing? That is a new thing, so you can see how many stacks he's at. That's a Cursed Bullet into the ETC mosh pit. Apocalypse activated by Diablo. Starfall from the Tyrande. X-Ray gets the Ancestral Healing self-cast as the Ardent Defender from Yrel is activated. The Overpower from Diablo keeps Rhaegar in this mix, and he will go down. Maitri is trying to slow down the enemy, and the damage is so very good. Now Bish is chasing in on Genji. Natural Agility, or Cybernetic Agility, to chase onto Dayquaza. That is a kill onto Yrel on the top of our screen. We do have Greymane going down somewhere else. Tyrande is going to throw down a Lunar Flare that doesn't connect, but Varian's the one to get picked off, and that is a beautiful picked up by the members of Abusive Support Harassment, who have now shifted the gears of this map drastically in their favor. Nicely done. Okay. So no monstrosity summoned yet. Nope, that was just the hat in top lane. Camp for mid. Give me a second, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Allergies in the morning, kicking my butt. First bullet into Bish here. But that's that. That's the end of that. Okay. Oh, it all looks fine for the time being. NTC lands the power slide. Nice cleanse from X-Ray. No purification? No purification picked up, so no cooldown reduction or anything like that. So second seed is up and available. It only took us 8.5 minutes to get to this point, but we got our second seed spawning. Jane is done with her level 1 questing talent. Monstrosity summoned for the bottom lane. So you can actually, we'll talk about the scaling on Monstro in a second, because there's an ETC mosh pit that just got activated, catching 2 with the Apocalypse underneath, and the Genji X-Strike confirms the kill onto Rhaegar. No Ancestral Healing can be cast in that time. Dobby gets the Abathur hat, throws the Curse Bullet into Hopaka, but the healing from Diablo is just way too strong right now, and he's going to be able to Fire Stomp and back away. But you can take a look at the Monstrosity stacking if you are curious, like what does this all mean? So turn an allied minion or a Locust into a Monstrosity. When the enemy minion near the Monstrosity dies, it gains 2% health and 2% basic attack damage, stacking up to 40 times. Can be healed by Carapace and use ability to burrow to visible location using Symbiosis and allows Abathur control. Additional Symbiotic benefits, blah, blah, blah. And as you see, the stackage on it is back down to 0. ETC did rotate down there and cleared that out. Tyrande will get the channel, and that's 2 out of 3 seeds to Abusive Support Harassment, who continue to hold control over this game. It was looking strong at the start for Space Goofs. They found a couple kills to answer the Diablo ETC Jaina pickoffs early on. But as I cycle around the map, looking at camps, looking at waves, technically it is Space Goofs ahead. They do have more siege into the enemy, but also keep in mind this is an Abathur with Mule, so it's 3,600 HP if I'm not mistaken, over 40 seconds. And if it doesn't get cleared out, then it's a 20-second cooldown, so you can do that 20 seconds after it despawns. That's an Apocalypse from Diablo. Yrel jumps in with the Avenging Wrath Righteous Hammer. We have the Ardent Defender activated as well. She tries to eat some Jaina damage. Jaina did use her Ice Block, so that is down off. That is on cooldown for what, 60 seconds? I don't know what the improved Ice Block cooldown is. It's 60 or 45. I can't remember. It's 40. ETC with a giga massive mosh pit, but where's the damage? Rhaegar's the one to go down. Jaina Blizzard comes out late. We do have Dobby getting swift structed by Genji. Dayquaza so very low, gets the Righteous Hammer bopping back Diablo, and looks like she'll get the Divine Steed. Nope, she won't get anything. She's gonna be dead. Took a little bit of time, but she does go down. The camp is going to push in. Another seed is up and available. Meanwhile, mid lane, ETC and Varian having a bit of a back and forth here as the Siege Giants and bottom are pushing in. But yeah, this is looking like it's Abusive Support Harassment putting back pressure onto this map. Well, I guess actually continuing to control this map. Does the Garden Terror go past the fort? No, it's going to go before it. Okay. There was that one time with Ragnaros, but that's, yeah, maybe if there was a Ragnaros, maybe that camp would push it up further, but... Alright, 11 to 6 in kills, 16 talent tier advantage to the side of Abusive Support Harassment, and they are letting Garden Terrors do their work, and they're gonna go fishing for a kill onto this Gray main. He is out of there. Monstrosity in top lane is, doing its best. It's doing its best work, but this is going to be quite a bit of siege achieved by the side of Abusive Support Harassment. Bottom lane Fort is guaranteed to go down here. Mid lane Fort, gonna take good damage, but I don't think it's gonna be falling. Top lane Fort should be... No, it's actually gonna be cleared out. The Monstrosity managing that Garden Terror quite quickly, but Genji takes out the Garden Terror. So actually only one Fort goes down. I thought there was gonna be a lot more siege achieved by Abusive Support Harassment. Mid lane Fort is still being fought over. ETC lands the power slide onto Rhaegar. The Apocalypse activated. I don't know where that mosh pit was going, but whatever. Got a Blizzard down from Jane as the Ardent Defender is activated by Yrel. Ren is getting really low on the Tyrande. Keeps autoing, keeps healing. Throws the Sentinel back. ETC with the power slide onto the Rhaegar, who's not able to get the self-cast Ancestral in time. ETC hit with a Righteous Hammer, tanks a tower shot or two, and he does go down to Greymane. Maitri with no mana is going to get chased down by the Varian, and he's got the slows available, and she will be taken out. But she needed mana anyways, it's no big deal. Dayquaza is going to get hit with a Sentinel. The Harsh Moonlight as Diablo Souls are going to be expended. Genji Swift strikes in. This is looking like it might just be a...
Team kill!
Picked up by the side of Space Goofs. Diablo is back, because he did have souls expended, but still. Bottom lane Fort, or bottom lane Keep is going to take a ton of damage. Abathur will be able to heal that up quickly. Diablo, not like this, not the dieback, dude. Oh, dieback.
Finland!
Alright. Yeah.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
What was looking like a sketchy Monstrosity game is no longer looking as sketchy, with most of the forts being taken down here. Bottom lane Fort on, I don't know, let's say 30% HP.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Oh, how the tables have turned! Monstrosity victory. Do you think they can do it? Five stacks currently. Is there like a scaling thing that I can look at for this? Monstrosity. No. I guess kill streak would be. I guess you'd have to just do the. Okay, so there's no cheater for it. It's not like I can't find an example. I guess it's not like just looking at like a talent or something like that. You can easily see the scaling or whatever on it. So I guess you just do what, 2% times whatever number, so 40%. That's I mean that doesn't really give you a number. That's just a percent base increase. I guess 258 on 23 stacks. That's not bad. Let's see. So every auto attack. Oh, never mind. The Monstrosity's dead. I just like comparison stuff. I'm curious here really quickly. Like a Jaina basic attack does 126. A Monstrosity deals like double basic attack damage. Of course, Jaina's got like really good spell damage. Now if we look at like Rhaegar, he's got 325 attack damage. So Monstrosity dealing a little bit less than a Greymane. So just interesting to be able to see that scaling and try and figure out a way that we can communicate that to the Twitch viewers at home, so they have an idea of like, oh wow, 20 stack Monstrosity, like what does that even mean? Righteous Hammer, Rhaegar gets the Ancestral healing with the Farseer's Blessing, but the second heal does not come through onto that Greymane. He does go down, and now we have a Rhaegar who's really being pulled around. He goes in for a bite on the butt onto someone, but he's going to be taken out. That's a Hellgate to chase down Yrel, but she's got the Hand of Freedom to get out of there. Jaina gets the kill onto Varian, as Yrel is going to get chased down. She's got the Ardent Defender active, slammed into the wall. Abathur. Oh, Varian, where are you go? Wait, is Varian? He gets the hat. Hold on. Varian gets the hat. Varian gets the hat. Oh, the Sentinel doesn't get the kill. He's not going to be able to hearth out in time, is he? No. Oh, man.
How about new?
What? What? You take those, dude. You take those. I am really curious right now. 1,500 500 HP. How much does a max range Sentinel do? It doesn't deal that much, does it?
Red team has destroyed a
Up to
fort.
250% more damage. 250% of 263. I don't know. I don't think I'd one-shot an Abathur. I'm curious as to... I guess he just doesn't want to get hit twice. I guess like 2 hits would definitely kill Abathur. So I guess Yasu's going to play it giga safe. Just sit in the Hall of Storms. Not have to worry about his positioning. Monstrosity up and available once again. Camps to be grabbed around the map. 2 out of 3 seeds favoring the side of Abusive support Harassment. As this positioning of the seed is also... I wouldn't say it's neutral, but there's no like top lane fort or mid lane fort to run to. It is positionally better for Abusive support Harassment. It is like on their side of the map, but there's no major benefits. I guess the keep front gates are a little bit closer. Retreat path is slightly shorter. ETC with the crowd surfer through. It looks like there's some danger pings. They might have seen him or heard. Nice Gilne and Cocktail through the bush. Scouts out ETC. He power slides away once again. Hanging out on that high side of the wall. Looking for Greymane. Genji, Swift Strike, right-hand side. Mr. Bandit. Yeah, I see you, mister. Garden Terror does go over to the side of our red squad. Ardent Defender activated by Urel. Abusive support Harassment. Can they end off of this? ETC drops on Mosh, but he drops so very low. Tyrande has got some great healing. The Starfall from the Tyrande is active. The Ancestor healing coming out from Rhaegar, and time onto Dobby, but Varian's the one to go down. Farseer's Blessing can't save Varian, but it does save Greymane. Tyrande gets the double stun, but meanwhile Urel is bopping onto Jaina in the backline. X-Strike from Genji. X-Ray is going to be taken down. Tyrande on the right is picked off. The Garden Terror in bottom lane is arriving towards the car. This is going to be another blue member dropping down, and it does look like Monstrosity Abathur is not going to be victorious here. I don't see a world where this can be defended. Diablo's going core. Genji's looking for the delay. What? Bish! Bish. How you miss that? How do you miss that? It's not over, chat. It's not over, chat. Urel got to bottom. She cleared out the wave with the Abathur hat. Now she's actually pressuring onto Holpaku, who's got to be careful here. Urel with an Abathur hat is actually kind of scary. Now, if Diablo can land some shadow charges into these walls and get some souls, that would be nice. Oh, wait, no, he's dead. Oh, he's giga dead. Keck W, me and Joy. This is, like, awkward. I thought we were done. Delete the VOD! Okay, Abathur Monstrosity continues. Abathur Monstro as... Okay, so the kill streak has nothing to do with the stackage. Okay, so don't ever look at that number, chat. Don't ever look at that number. Yeah. So 16 stacks right now, pretty decent scaling on the Monstrosity. I mean, it's got 4,595 HP total, and it's halfway stacked, so that means it can still get another 20%. By the way, Symbiosis level 20. We didn't really talk about, or the Hive Mind level 20. ETC with the crowd surfer checking bushes.
It will sprout before you know it.
They have not gotten a single seed on the side of our blue squad. Not us. Oh, sorry, my ice pack. It's dropping little ice pieces on my desk. There we go. I need to get a new one of these after this game. Started doing stretches again from PT, and so obviously it's There's a little bit of tightness in my leg today, but we're doing all right. We're managing. Sitting is really not that bad today, which is knock on wood. I'm very happy about. As long as we can sit and do some casting and stream, I am a happy camper. Well, it's 22 minutes into map number 2 of this first best of 3 of the day. As I mentioned, we got 5 best of 3s today, so this could be a 3-0 or a 2-0, or it could be we could be going to a map number 3 off of this team fight right here, right now. Nice lunar flare from Tyrande, connecting onto Yrel, who does activate Ardent Defender. Hellgate into the backline onto the Greymane. As Jaina gets the Rhaegar burst, excuse me, I was misreading the model there. Jaina takes down Rhaegar. Diablo low, he's got souls. No, does he have souls? He doesn't have souls, only 76. Abathur takes him out. Yrel jumps in, Greymane goes down. It is 2 for 2 thus far. Tyrande goes down as well. Do they have enough to end between Varian, Yrel, and an Abathur hat? I don't think so. God dang, dude. Varian charges in off the Yrel Righteous Hammer. He's able to deny some of that damage from the keep shots. ETC face melt and an X-Strike from Genji as well. He's got the living weapon level 20, so he's got 15-second cooldown. Varian charges in once again, saying hello to Genji. Lowest death timer is 15 seconds on Diablo. Seed is up and available. Monstrosity goes to bottom lane. Try and push things up, down over there as Varian says hello once again to our Genji. Yrel, Ardent Defender, 40-some seconds. And I mentioned that Abathur has that Hive Mind, so he's actually got a hat on Varian and Yrel right now. Banner goes down, but no chase on to Genji. Taunt just coming off a cooldown, and Rhaegar gets the channel on the objective. Yo, what an insane game number 2. Wait, Monstrosity die? How did Monstrosity die? Wow, that's kind of surprising. 1 delay. How much damage did that do? That was like 1,300 damage. Honestly, a max range Sentinel might kill Yasuo. A max range Sentinel might actually kill Yasuo. That was a lot. If you think about it, that was a lot of damage from Tyrande. 21 to 21 in kills. It's 25, just about, to 24 in our levels, and we're about 24.5 minutes into this map number 2. As Abathur pushes up the bottom lane, Monstrosity up in 30 seconds. That's the only heroic cooldown currently. ETC is going to be scouted here. He's going to get hit with a Righteous Hammer, has to blink away. 70-second Bolt of the Storm cooldown. Diablo finishes out Souls right now. ETC drops the Mosh. That's going to be an X-Strike and Apocalypse. That's Yrel, the one to go down. X-Ray does not get the Ancestral in time. And now this should be the end of map number 2. You run bottom, you end game. No need to chase down a Greymane. No need to get a camp. Yeah. Nice Crowd Surfer.
Collect the seed.
All right, Yasuo, do you honorably die? Does Yasuo honorably die? Greymane's gonna go win the game. Greymane's gonna go win the game. He's got the Abathur hat. He's got this Abathur hat. There's no way they can stop him. Oh wait, the Harsh Moonlight's gonna reduce his damage. Never mind. GG's. Abusive support harassment. They had some wobbles in this series, but they will move on in the upper bracket of this GSL bracket A. As a reminder, this is double elimination, so the Space Goofs have dropped down to the lower bracket, which is going to be at 9:30 a.m. my time. So we have an upper bracket semifinal, and then we're going to drop down to the lower bracket, and then we're going to jump back up to the upper bracket, and then we're going to jump down to the lower bracket. Man, the bracket, we're kind of playing hopscotch today on the bracket, but either way, we got a lot of good games coming at you. Shoulda picked Clone. Yeah, but that wasn't the bounty. That wasn't the bounty. If they won with Monstrosity, they would have gotten $50. Dude, that's like... Dude, so... What, that's $10 a player? and most of these players are EU. Dude, $10 in EU that's like a pizza and a beer in EU. That's like a pizza and maybe 3 beers. And I'm not talking like 500 milliliter. I'm talking like a nice big 750 milliliter bottle of beer. A bomber, as they say in the United States. Choose outcome. Abusive support harassment did win.